Dear Adamus, I need a feedback. I was a realm worker, and it seems for me it's very, very hard to come back here in my physical body and have a life of joy. I still feel divided, the human on the earth and the other part in the other realm. I live my life as a human, isolated and alone, and I can't put my finger on why I still continue to resist to receive my light and imagine my life. Can you give me your clarity and insight?
Yeah, the realm work that you did, it was intense. It went over actually a long period of time, particularly culminating in the last 3 or 4 years. But it was very intense, and it was much more than about building this, you could say, portal or opening to Earth for the light to shine in. At the same time all this was happening, there were forces out there and even here on the planet that didn't want this to happen. Don't think in terms of a traditional human battle where you're shooting at somebody or you've got a sword and you're poking at them, but there was a resistance to all this. For those of you who did the realm work, you're still healing from this great project. You went off somewhere else at the expense and the sacrifice of your humanness, your human body and mind, to do this work. You dealt with these great resistances. And the resistances came from everything from natural physics, physics of gravity, for instance, but it came from other groups, other people, other beings in creation that didn't want to see it happen. We could go into a long story, which I won't do right now, why they didn't want to see it, but ultimately it was about power base. They felt they were going to lose that. And some feeling that, particularly those with a certain religious perspective, some feeling that this was going against God, that we're playing God in now with artificial intelligence, and we're playing God by allowing divinity in here where it's not supposed to be here on the planet. It's supposed to be somewhere else, but not here. So there's a tremendous amount of resistance. You didn't fight the resistance. You simply let your light radiate. But that light was attacked, and that light was distorted and twisted in many ways. It was incumbent on you to maintain that balance, not to want to fight, not to want to, cast these negative energies away, but to simply maintain that light. That's a difficult thing to do. It's like saying you're going to go out on a middle of a battlefield somewhere, and you're just going to stand there in the now, in total trust, and letting your light shine. Every reason to have a lot of fear. They're shooting from both sides. It's dangerous. They might all, both sides start shooting at you. But to be there in your light and to maintain that, what I call a holy presence, in spite of everything trying to work against you. Then, when Heaven's Cross occurred, then the work was over. You were able to return back here to Earth, but part of you missed that work. It gave you purpose and meaning. Maybe the human wasn't conscious, but the other parts of you were. And now you're back here on Earth, kind of unemployed, no job, no great battles anymore. And you wonder, what is this all about? Why do I feel empty? Why do I feel lost? Well, first of all, it's going to take a while to heal some of those wounds. There was massive assaults by what some would call dark energies, but they were just energies, massive assaults that affected, wounded, bruised your soul being. Also, you come back here, and in a way, there's a sadness that the planet hasn't then suddenly changed as a result of Heaven's Cross. And you wonder, was any of that work worthwhile? You look around humanity to its problems right now and say, maybe it's even worse than when we started this. It's not. It's not worse. It's just changing right now. It's going through a process of releasing very, very old energies on the planet. And you are still working. You're not doing it in the angelic realms and the heavenly realms, but you're doing it right here on the planet by allowing your light to shine. For any of you who did this realm work, you need to take care of yourself, honor yourself. Some of you are still holding back. You won't let yourself love you. You won't even take yourself out to dinner at a nice place or buy something nice. And this is so important right now, to take care of yourself. A lot of these old bruises and wounds, they heal. Right now, in that healing time, it's so important, again, take care of yourself. Spend time in nature. It's really one of the greatest rejuvenating forces that you have. And make sure to spend time interacting with other Shambhala. Not all the time, permanent, but spend some time with Shambhala. You're with kindred spirit, and it'll help remind you of who you really are.